probably sent and received thousands of emojis from friends and family. But have you ever wondered where they actually come from? Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey through time to explore how our modern day emojis have surprising similarities to ancient hieroglyphs. Is history repeating itself in the way we communicate? Let's find out. Communication is the cornerstone of human civilization. Long before the invention of alphabets, our ancestors were using visuals to convey messages. Take, for instance, cave paintings dating back over 30,000 years ago in places like Lascaux, France. These early forms of communication depicted hunting scenes, animals, and symbols, an essential means for storytelling and passing down knowledge. As societies evolved, so did our methods of communication. Around 3400 BCE, the Sumerians developed cuneiform, one of the earliest systems of writing. This wedge-shaped script was etched onto clay tablets and used for record keeping, trade, and legal documents. But it was the ancient Egyptians who took pictographic writing to a whole new peak with hieroglyphs. Emerging around 3200 BCE, hieroglyphs were a complex system combining logographic and alphabetic elements. They used over 700 symbols to represent objects, concepts, sounds, and syllables. For example, the symbol of a bee represents king, and an owl stood for the sound M. Hieroglyphs were used in sacred inscriptions, tombs, and monuments, playing a significant role in religious and cultural expression. Fast forward thousands of years to the late 20th century. The digital revolution transformed how we communicate. Emails, text messages, and instant messaging became the norm. However, something was missing: the emotional nuance of face-to-face conversation. In 1999, Japanese designer Shigetaka Kurita sought to solve this problem. Working for NTT Docomo, he created the first set of 176 emojis to enhance digital communication. The word emoji combines the Japanese words "e" for picture and "moji" for character. These simple icons allowed users to express emotions and ideas quickly. Little did Kurita know, he was igniting a global phenomenon. Today, there are over 3,500 emojis standardized by the Unicode Consortium, used by billions worldwide. So how do hieroglyphs and emojis compare? Let's explore their similarities. First, in their pictographic nature. Hieroglyphs are visual symbols representing sounds, words, or ideas. Emojis are icons depicting emotions, objects, and concepts. Secondly, they both enhance communication. They both add depth to messages, conveying context and emotion. 3, they are both universally recognized. Hieroglyphs could be understood across different regions in ancient Egypt, despite dialectical differences. And emojis are recognized globally, transcending language barriers. And 4, they both have a massive cultural impact, influencing art and culture and becoming symbols beyond their original purpose. However, they also have significant differences. First, in the purpose and use. Hieroglyphs were used for formal inscriptions, religious text, and official records. Emojis are primarily used in informal and digital communications to express feelings or reactions. 2, complexity. Hieroglyphs were part of a full writing system capable of expressing complex language. Emojis lack grammatical structure, supplementing but not replacing text. And 3, in cultural significance. Hieroglyphs held sacred significance, often associated with deities and the afterlife. Emojis reflect contemporary culture, frequently updated to include new trends and social movements. But why are we drawn to visual symbols? First, for the cognitive efficiency. Our brains process images faster than they process text. A single image can convey complex information instantly. Secondly, for their emotional resonance. Images can evoke emotions more effectively, enhancing empathy and understanding. And third, for their nonverbal cues. Emojis compensate for the lack of tone, facial expressions, and body language in digital communication. According to a 2019 report by Adobe, 81% of users believe that people who use emojis are friendlier and more approachable. Additionally, 94% of users feel that emojis communicate their feelings more accurately than words. Some linguists argue that emojis represent a new form of digital paralanguage, a way to add nonverbal cues to text. However, there's debate about whether they're enriching or diluting language. Some argue emojis add nuance, prevent misunderstandings, and make communication more engaging, adding enrichment to our language. However, others argue that over-reliance on emojis might oversimplify complex emotions or thoughts. Could emojis evolve into a more sophisticated form of communication, akin to a modern hieroglyphic script? With the rise of augmented reality and virtual reality, we might soon communicate using immersive visual symbols and environments. Imagine sending a holographic message where emotions are conveyed through colors, animations, and even sensory feedback. So are we coming full circle? From ancient hieroglyphs to modern emojis, it seems humanity has always sought the most effective ways to express ourselves. Perhaps visual symbols are an inherent part of how we communicate. In conclusion, while hieroglyphs and emojis serve different functions in their respective societies, they highlight our enduring reliance on visual communication. They bridge gaps, convey emotions, and enrich our interactions. So the next time you send or remember that you're participating in a tradition that spans millennia. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the evolution of communication. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more fascinating explorations. I want to hear from you. Do you think emojis are the hieroglyphs of our time? How do you see the future of communication unfolding? Let's continue the conversation in the comments below. Until next time, keep expressing yourself both in words and pictures.